Hi everybody. I am not being dramatic with this fan. I literally just want to introduce this video without shocking the bejesus out here. The bejesus? The hell? Just, I don't want to alarm you straight off. I have a huge cold sore. It's not even one, it's like about 3 or 4 together. It's huge. So I just wanted to start this video not showing you that, because I am going to be very visible and clear. I have said I'm going to do that on my channel. I usually hide. I'm not doing that today, but I didn't want to start with this huge cold sore right in your eye line. So you have been warned. There she is. I don't think she even looks as bad on camera as I think, but as I always say, I can never tell if I'm in focus. I'm pretty sure I look in focus there. So yes, I apologise. And now I will be taking measures when I put my makeup on to use one brush on there, and it's a brush that is already ready to be put for cleaning. So I'm going to use that to apply foundation here on this area here, and then it's going to go into cleaning, because when you've got cold sores, they're not open or infected, but they can still be infectious. I have clean hands, I have hand sanitizer, so I will be sanitising my hands because I'm aware I've just touched it. So this is where we're at. I have all my makeup beside me, and this is kind of a haul slash get ready with me, because I thought I would just put them both in one video just for a little bit of fun. Yeah. So anyway, hand sanitizer, which you cannot get for love nor money anywhere. It's a situation. I always have it in, so I do have this, and I have a couple of mini ones that we've once got in glossy box. So they've been living in my coat pockets, but now that I'm isolated, this is day 5 of my isolation. Just because I had to go out for a breast scan on Friday. I'll talk a bit more about that later in the video. So I was out for that, but yes, other than that, this is day 5 of me staying in. I love staying in. I'm a homebody, so this is great for me, but I know it's not so great for many other people. So just try to find lots of things to do, and yeah, keep yourself busy. And if in doubt, play with makeup, but just try lots of different eye looks. You're not going anywhere. Nobody can laugh at you if it's gone wrong. That's what I do. I try things in the house and sometimes think, wow, that's a mess. I'm so glad I didn't do that when I was getting ready to go out. So yeah. Yes, so I did go out on Friday for that, but since then I have been isolating. So yes, hand sanitizer, that's what I was saying. I gave my hand sanitizer to my mum and dad. They're actually in the 70s, but they have been popping out for the elderly shopping hour here and there. So they've took my hand sanitizer, and my hubby got my other one because he was working up until Friday. So he's got the other one. And then I have another one that's in my handbag downstairs. I don't know why I'm telling you about this. And then I do have one that's here. I always have hand sanitizer about anyway because I have a very weak immune system. So I'm very careful about sanitising hands. Also washing hands. We always have hand washing. We literally just had the last little bit of a bag left, so we had a bit of a struggle to get some hand wash, but that's something we usually have in, but we have managed to get it, so it's okay. But yes, we always have clean hands in this house. Anyway, we don't want to talk about the whole madness that's going on right now. I want to talk about makeup. So I have actually purchased some new products in the last couple of weeks. Some that you have already seen and that I haven't actually tried because I wanted to try it on camera, which is the e.l.f. foundation and the primer. I also want to do in this video is the Sleek highlighter palette that came in the glossy box. It's the wrong colour for me. Well, most of them are. I can wear this one. Everything went dark. I can wear this one at the bottom, however, and I can get away with that one. So there's 2 shades in here that I can use, and I thought, nobody's going to be buying and selling things at the moment anyway, and I thought, why not give it a go? So I have been using that. I've been going back to this eyeshadow for my contour, which is her own by Illamasqua. This is something that Nikki Tutorials made me buy because she absolutely loved it. She doesn't use it now, but this was one of her old school products, and I still like it, so I've gone back to that, so I'm going to wear that today. Okay, some things that I did get. I got 2 concealers to try. I got this one. Yeah, I have something to say about this one because I've already worn it, and it's the new Revolution concealer. I'm going to put my glasses on so that I can see. It's the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite long wear concealer, and it's crease proof, and it's in C4. C4 is my colour, and we're going to talk about that because I've actually tried that out. And then I have the high coverage concealer from Gosh in Light, because I do like their products. Another couple of things that I have. I'm not sure if I'm going to use some of them in this video. I am going to use this. It's the Woody eyeliner in Ash from Gosh. These were reduced down to £4 and I really like the black one, so I thought I'd try that one for my brows. And then I did pick up this Too Faced sketch marker in the navy blue shade. I love navy blue liners, and I've got Blue Velvet from Jeffree Star, but this was $5.99 and it's a liquid liner, and I just thought, well, I'll give it a go because I really do love a navy liner look. So I've got that. As I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to use that one. I have the NYX lingerie push up. I got to try this. Was I in I think I was in Boots. I can't remember. I've had this for a little while and I just found it when I was sorting through things. But this one's in the colour Embellishment. And I haven't actually used it yet. But yeah, that was in a drawer. So I have that. I have got some lip products that I picked up in the 3 for 2 at Superdrug. And these came last week. So I've got... this is like Noah's Ark, things come in twos. I've got the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. Yeah, they're both matte inks. These are from, well, Maybelline. And I picked up the colours. 95 Visionary and 160 Mover. So like a deep burgundy sort of shade, but it's kind of like a dusky deep burgundy, and then this kind of mauve shade because it's my thing at the moment. And then another 2 things I picked up were the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Mousses. Wasn't sure if I was going to keep this pink one, but then I changed my mind. And I think, where are the colours on these? Oh, I don't know what the colours are. If I can find that information, my order, I'll link it for, well, I'll put the information in the information bar down below for you because they don't have names. Okay. And then I got 2 of the Revlon Super Lustrous, the glosses. I got a clear one, just because it's quite nice to have a clear gloss, and they didn't feel very sticky. And then I got taupe. This is taupe luster, which is definitely a mauve. It's not taupe at all, it's mauve. Mauve. It's mauve. And it's a really beautiful colour actually. I've actually worn this and it's really nice. So there's those. I did get some skincare bits. One of them is in the bedroom and it is a jelly. I'll try and put a picture up here for you. It is from Superdrug and it's a tea tree sort of overnight jelly treatment for spots. Now these ones came up here because I'm on my period and they were huge, and within a couple of days they literally have just shrunk down and dried away so easily. So I'm really pleased with it and I'm super impressed, and it was on offer at the time, so I will put a little picture of it up here and I'll link it in the information bar down below for you. I tend to be a bit skeptic about things that tend to say they're going to shrink spots overnight, but the witch little stick thing, it being on offer, the witch hazel one, and then it wasn't, it was full price, and I thought, no, I'm not paying full price, I want it on offer. And then I saw that the tea tree thing was on offer, and I've had other things from the range, and I just thought, well, that's quite good, and I thought, well, a jelly is something a little bit different. So yes, highly recommend. So there's those. And then that's it, apart from something that arrived today, which is this beautiful baby. This is the Morphe 24A Artist Pass. I was going to use the 35i Icy palette today, but this arrived. I got a code and I ended up paying 23 for it, I think. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 29, but it is really beautiful. What I love about this is it's neutral. It's got some neutrals in here, but it's also got some brights and some pressed glitters. I love pressed glitters, I love brights, but I like a little bit of neutral. But the thing is that they're a little bit different because you've got like some nice mustardy shades. You've got a lovely mauve shade, like a burgundy sort of shade there, and a really nice like hot coral. I really am enjoying that shade at the moment. There's one of those in the 35i Icy palette. And the 4 middle ones, because people were a little bit confused saying, well, that's got stars in, that'd be no good in your eyes. These are actually highlighters across the middle. The gold one will never be a highlighter for me, but I think it's meant to be sort of festival-ish. But yeah, that'd be a nice sort of eyeshadow. But these two I would definitely use. Not so sure about this one, but maybe if I was going to a party or something. Yeah, so it's got 5 beautiful matte shades down here and 5 really nice pressed glitters. So we're definitely going to dig into that and play with that today. So that's basically it. So I need to moisturise, because I haven't done that yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take Estee Lauder Day Wear. That's my morning moisturiser. This has definitely contributed, this and some Elemis skincare that I've got, have definitely contributed to improving my skin massively. I know you might be looking at it and thinking, wow, what was it like before? But I have had some terrible skin problems. So for me, just this has made such a huge difference to my skin overall. So, well, part of it, this one, and like I said, I use Elemis at night, and they are fantastic. I didn't realise that spots could actually, you know, take longer to heal and kind of be caused by not having moisturised skin. I didn't really realise that until I watched a skin specialist here on YouTube. And the moisturisation is really necessary to help your skin sort of heal the areas that are damaged with spots. So I feel like that's made a difference for me, because I don't feel, I mean, down here was really bad and that's massively cleared. I don't have anything. Well, I have one there, touch wood, at the moment, but that's what happens when my period comes about. And here, I had loads here and they are just gone. They're very small now. And then, as I say, I've got them up here this time. Isn't Mother Nature wonderful? But overall, I'm really happy with how my skin's looking at the minute, so that's good. Right, first what we're going to try, I'm going to stop waffling. Oh, shall I prime first or conceal first? Dilemma, because I've never used this primer before and I kind of just want to put the foundation straight on top of it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll prime first, because that's what I would normally do. So that's what this looks like. And I'm just going to use my fingers. I've just sanitized them again, so we're just going to... Ooh. Feels very smooth. It's not what I expected. I thought it was just... Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you'd be able to dig your finger in, which you can. It's just the surface is a little harder than expected. Okay. I'm sorry if you can hear any music in the background. My husband's playing music, and I know that he just put that one in a little louder for my benefit. Atlantic Star Secret Lovers is one of our songs, and that was Always, which I also love, from Atlantic Star. This feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't have that, it doesn't have like a silicone feel, like that super slippiness. It just feels really moisturising and creamy, but it feels like it's drying down straight away, which is interesting. Right, so that is the primer. Obviously it's not going to look any different. It does feel very nice on the skin. I will admit, it didn't feel like, I don't know, what am I trying to say? I've also lost my mirror, which I took out of there on purpose. Okay, I got it. Can't say that I see that it's done a huge amount of difference. It does feel really nice. My skin feels super soft now. So what we're going to do is move on to the concealer that I use as a base. I do this because Scott Barnes did it on a video with Tatty, and basically it's putting concealer onto the red areas, blending that in, and then the foundation goes on top. So you don't have to use as much foundation, but also you've kind of targeted some problem areas. This, my only complaint about this is it's not the same colour as the foundation, and you might say, well, it's concealer, but it's not meant to be, but it is. It's like if you put foundation on and you need to cover a spot, you need this to be the same colour as the foundation. It just seems to have quite a, see it there? It's got a very, very highly peachy consistency. Now I'm using this to go under, so it doesn't matter quite so much, but it just doesn't seem to be exactly the same as my foundation. Or I think it may be just because obviously the other one that I wear is like the matte foundation, so possibly. And to blend my face products in, I'm just going to use the nearest brush at hand. This is a Waver one, and just blend that in. Ooh. Right, immediately what I have to say is I like how those products, I don't know why I was just going to call them products. I like how these products are blending in on top of that primer. I mean, they always blend in, but this just feels like they've just blended really smoothly. I like it. I'm not gonna do anything there except do my finger on top of that. Right, so there you go. I do think for all that F4 matches my skin tone and my skin colour perfectly. If you look at me now and you look at the areas where there is no concealer compared to where there are, I don't know if you can see the colour difference on camera, but there's definitely a difference in colour there that I don't get with the foundation. So I do think that this is just a hint lighter. So that's worth considering. I just got it because I thought it was going to be my colour, and in person, not so much. So worth bearing in mind, I would say. Oh, two things I forgot to also show are these bacon powders. I got this one when it was in the 3 for 2. This one is in light. And then I picked this one up today. Well, my husband did. I placed a little online collect order, click and collect. And they had the Satsuma shower gel that I use as bubble bath and shower gel. So I needed that because I use that all the time, and there's no guarantee that Superdrug stores are going to stay open. Particularly my local one has closed. They don't have enough staff to run it, so I wasn't going to be able to get it, particularly because now that product is only collect and order and collect, which I really hate about the new Superdrug site. I hate it. So much stuff is collect and order and collect only. A lot of it is like priced differently. So the Zavirax was £6.9 if you ordered it for delivery and £5.9 for the same size if you collected it. I think that's wrong. You're going to charge me £1 more to have it sent to my home. So sorry, that's Tony's alarm. Yeah, so I just think that's ignorant. I'm really not liking these Superdrug changes at the moment. But I did go on the site. I ordered my Satsuma gel. I wanted Zavirax for this primarily because I just wanted to get rid of it. I like to get the Zavirax on it. It works really quickly. I just wanted to get rid of it. I know I've got it because I'm run down. This is what happens to me when I'm run down. So yeah. Long story short, I got the Zavirax, I got the Satsuma shower gel, I got some new sponges because I like a sponge when I'm in the bath, and I'm aware that mine was quite old, and I have that one. I've just put it to one side for when I'm doing my dye in my hair. I tend to use it around my hairline, so yeah, it was just very stained. So I got some new sponges, and then I just saw that this was on offer for £4.66, and I really like the light one. I've only tried it once or twice, but underneath the eyes it just looked fabulous. My skin just looked so good. So I did pick up the translucent one today. As I said, that's £4.66. I haven't even took the thing off that one yet. So I'm going to be using these in this video as well, because I'm an oily girl and I need a good setting powder. Anyway, right, so on to the e.l.f. foundation. I'm excited to try this one. It is a pump bottle. Get it going. Oh, okay. Looks like a nice consistency. So, hopefully this is a good colour. I think once we get that blended in, it should be fine. Oh, it has a strong smell. Yeah, it has a smell. A little bit kind of floral. I am being careful not to touch this up. Yeah. I'm not used to foundations having a very strong smell. It seems to be going on quite nicely. I can't see brush lines in it though. I wonder if this would perform better. Yeah, it's very patchy. I don't know if that's the primer or whether it's a concealer. But it does seem to be going on a little patchy. I'm just going to get my big Real Techniques body sponge. I've just put a bit of setting spray on. It'll be fine. And we'll have a look and see whether that, on this part of the face, if that does it any better. Oh, see, that stuck some of my concealer off underneath. This might work better with its own concealer underneath, maybe. Maybe it just doesn't like this primer, which seems mad because, you know, it is one of their own. I think it's just going to take a little blending, to be fair. And even if it's a little bit too light, that's fine, because that's what blush and bronze and all that good stuff is for. I don't worry about that. I've definitely been able to get rid of some of them brush kind of marks, so that's very good. Okay, just going to take one tiny bit more. Just where I've got like the extra red areas, I just like to go in a little bit, you know, a little bit more, just very lightly, little bits at a time. Okay, right, that's not too bad. I feel like we're getting pretty decent coverage. I mean, it's not covering everything, but it's pretty good. And with the sponge, it's definitely looking a lot better with that sponge. That's what it definitely needed. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the last little bit, I'm going to do across the lip area, and then I'm just going to put this to wash. Okay, I'm actually really impressed with that. I think it's got nice coverage. I always tend to have, like, I've got rosacea acne, so just to let you know, that's what I kind of struggle with, particularly the rosacea in the nose area. And although I feel like there's a little colour still there, it's not too bad. It's actually covered most of it, so that's really nice. It seems to have definitely gone on better with the sponge, so I wouldn't use the brush. I like it. So what we're going to do now is, which I've not tried before, is the translucent powder. I used the light powder under my eyes in case there was any fallout from my eyeshadow last week, and when I dusted the powder off, I was like, wow, it just looked really, it felt velvety, but it just looked really just like flawless, and I was really, really impressed with it. So that's why today I ordered this one. Right, this is baking powder, but I'm actually just going to pop it on my face as a setting powder. I like to tip it out in the lid usually, because then you can kind of see how much powder you've got. It's really nice and finely milled. It's a lovely powder. I mean, the light one is. So I knew it would be no different. And this is something else I got from Nikki, which is that you are to dab and press the powder on, because sweeping can affect the products underneath. And if you dab it, you are pressing it into the skin and you are setting the products underneath better. Apologise if you hear any dog barking. There isn't as much because there's not very many people out and about. Oh, you know what I forgot? I don't think I'll be able to do it now. I mean, we'll give it a go. I'm not going anywhere, so we will give it a go. I forgot to put the concealer under my eyes, and I was going to use the Gosh light for that. We'll try it. Not too much. And you can put cream products on top of powder. Some people do that, like with when they do the primer powder from Gosh. Actually, I haven't used that in so long. I must dig that out the drawer and get back into trying that again. I really did love the primer powder. I feel like I might have took some of the foundation off there, but it wasn't even where the concealer was. I think it's just where the brush touched it. I really, really like this powder though. I do like, well, I've liked trying the translucent. I think that's really nice for setting all over the face, because I felt like the light had a little bit of colour, but it did add a bit of coverage as well, which was really great. But I do like it. I think it's just nice and velvety and soft, and I do think that it has a slight blurring effect to the skin. So I'm really, really impressed with that. The next thing I'm going to try is the Woody eyeliner in Ash. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I swatched it and it's a bit warmer than expected, but you know, this is about trying things, so we'll try it. These are really pigmented. Well, actually, I don't think that's too bad. These just glide on. They're so creamy. I really, really like them. Okay, well, I really like that. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to Heroin, which is an oldie but goodie, and I'm going to use my only full-size MAC brush, special edition, but I suppose it'd be a 125. It is a dual brush, so it's got, I don't know if it's synthetic on one side and natural on the other, I'm not entirely sure. but it's really nice for blend and contour. So, and it's Illamasqua's eyeshadow in Heroin. It's a really nice contour shade for pale people. So we're just going to pop that on. See, it's just quite subtle, but it does create that really quite nice definite shadow. So I really like it. And it's got a little ashiness to it, which is what you want. You want it to be cool toned, but it's not too much. So yeah. So I'm going to go to my other powder brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to go for Hoola. It's right at the front of the drawer, and it is my go-to and absolute favourite. I've tried the lighter shade and it does not work for me, the lighter shade. It's too yellowy. So this one has a redder tone to it, and I find it really works with my pale skin. So I'm going to put some up there because I always do. That's the thing, where in the morning I'm happily, merrily putting it on, and then I go and I straighten my fringe and I think, why did I even bother doing right up there? But there you go. Sometimes when we're putting makeup on, we can be a little bit on autopilot. That's for sure. I'm really happy with how the base is looking. So now we're going to move on to, I think we'll do eyes next. I think that's the best thing. So I'm going to take the baking powder, and I'm going to take a little brush to apply that under the eyes. So I'm going to take the B baking powder in light. I'll put some out and then I can show you it. That is what light looks like. We're just going to take that onto that kabuki and press that under the eye, just in case there's any fallout, because I've not played with these shadows before. I just want to catch it, and I don't want it to go onto the rest of my face. So that is the baking powder under the eyes. So now we're going to get on to the eyes, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to use my usual primer, which is the Revolution Prime and Lock. I love this. This is just one of the best eye primers I have ever used. I do kind of want to use this liner, but if I don't, then I'll use it in another video, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this now. See, what I love about this is it's got some nice neutral shades at the top, but then it's got bright shades at the bottom. It's like the best of both worlds. I really like it. It does have a mirror in the lid. Not so bothered about that. Now, part of me wants to go into the top, and part of me wants to go into the bottom, so it's a little confusing. I do really want to swatch those bright colours. I might add some swatches at the end, I'll have a go. But what I'm thinking is, even though it wasn't necessarily like where I was going at first, I really want to come down this side. So I kind of think if I put this mauvey sort of colour in the crease, and this purple, and then put the glitter in the middle, and maybe use this highlight as an inner corner. You see how it's coming together? I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to, I wouldn't normally, here's me with Bloodlust behind me. Bloodlust? Yeah. That's mainly purple. I don't wear a lot of purple. I don't wear loads of purple, but the purple in here definitely says, use me. So let's give that a go. Right, so I'm going to use Stage Persona. I like it. That's that shade there. I'm going to use that through the crease. Then I'm going to use Major Inspo, which is this nice purple, and I'm going to use Mic Drop. I like it. And then the highlight is called Secret Set. We're going to use that. Okay, it's picked up a decent amount on the brush. I can see it, but it's not hugely pigmented there. But what? It's okay. We can build it up. Ooh. Oh, that is blending so nicely. Look at that. I really like it. That is exactly what I wanted it to be. Don't you just love it when you try a shadow and it's like, you really want it to be something, and then you put it on and it's like everything that you hoped it would be? Because equally it's awful when you get a shadow and you think, oh my goodness, that's going to be so beautiful, and then you put it on and you're like, oh, okay. Okay, so while I am putting this on, let's have some serious chat. You're like, oh no. So I had a breast scan on Friday, but they did find out that my mum had breast cancer, and it was actually in her milk ducts, So she had the a portion of that removed and everything was good. She got all of her treatment, went through the treatment, was given the all clear. Has continued, touch wood, to be all clear for, I think it's about a year now, so that's good. So my cousin then contacted my mum and said, because you've had it and because your sister's had it, you can have a genetic test done. And I'm just talking and not putting makeup on. I'm going to take the dark purple now. She says you can have a genetic test done and you can find out if you've got the gene. So she spoke to me about it and I said, well, you know, I'd like you to have it done. I know some people prefer not to know because it's like, what can you do about it? But for me, what can you do? Well, you can just be a bit mindful. You can check a little bit more. You can be a bit more aware. So I was like, well, yes, get it done. So what they did was they did that test. It took a couple of months, in fairness, for that answer to come back. But she found out about a month ago that she didn't have the gene, and she also didn't have the ovarian cancer gene, which was also a relief to find that out because my nana died of ovarian cancer, and on the other side of the family we had cervical cancer. So I've always been quite concerned about those kinds of things. So it was good to know that there are no genetic links there, because although that doesn't mean I would never get it, it just means that that particular concern and that risk is not there. It's just a slightly lower risk. It's like, you know what I mean? Because there's no guarantees in life that you still wouldn't, you know, unfortunately get that. So that was very good. And they said because they have done that test, even though they have found that she doesn't have the gene, they offered me as her daughter the opportunity to go and have yearly mammograms as a preventative measure. So I decided to agree with that and sign up for it. And I went for mine on Friday, and I'm quite pleased because they do your lymph nodes under your armpits as well. They swell up every time it's my period. It's a whole hormonal thing, apparently. I'm not too concerned about it, but I did want to get it done. I just would rather, it's like smear tests. It's like, okay, so they're not great, but they're over in a couple of minutes. A smear test is over in less than a minute, but a breast exam is over in a couple of minutes, and it's done. And it was a lady who did it, and she has boobs too, so she's seen lots of boobs. She does this all day, every day. I'm not shy about things like that. When it comes to my health, I'd rather get the boobs out and get them examined rather than not. Of course, I am worrying about the result and concerned about it. That is natural. I don't feel like I have any particular concerns. I have a mole on this side, but I do get that regularly looked at by the nurse. She says if there's no changes, there's no concern. So that's absolutely fine. So that is where we're at with that, and that's why I went out on Friday, because otherwise I wasn't going to go out. I'm going to use this Revolution cut crease canvas, just to a little bit of white in the middle of the lid, something for the glitter to stick to as well. So yeah. So I was going to isolate after I came home from that, because I was like really quite relieved. I thought I just want to get home. I don't want to be outside. It's just so risky for me to be out there. I'm in a risk group. I did contact from my local surgery who said, you know, if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. I got my prescription sent to the local chemist, which my husband collected. But yeah, that was from my chemist. They were like, you know, you're in a risk group, so please just stay home. And I was like, well, I wasn't going to go out anyway. I'm not taking any risks. So
here you go.
Oh my goodness, it's an orange penguin.
Why can't penguins fly?
I don't know.
Because they're chocolate biscuits.
Oh. That was such a bad joke. Well, that purple. Can we have a round of applause and an Academy Award nomination for that? Because that purple is insane. It is so incredibly pigmented. It went exactly the same colour in the pan. It is stunning. It is beautiful. I am shook. But now we're going to go into the glitter. Just going to press this on with my finger. Ooh. Oh, it's a bit creamy. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. Can we have a moment of silence for that? How beautiful. I know it's an all purple look, but I should have really gone for a different colour. Maybe. But that, when I opened the palette, was the first thing that said to me, you need to put me on your eyeballs. It really did. It was like, wow, that is such a stunning, vibrant purple. And I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't got much fallout at all. In fact, I don't think I have any. I have a little there of that purple, but that's so good, isn't it? I'm talking to you like you're like right there, but you're not. Right, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that purple shade. So I think we're just going to go in with a bright pink, which is this one here. Ooh. Oh, wow, I am so glad I got this palette. These are performing so beautifully. That pink is just gorgeous. I really love it. Oh, I am in love with this. This is just, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 shades and I think it's fabulous. Right, I'm going to use that highlighter shade, that really big one. I'm trying to hold too many things up. That really nice lilac looking one. I really like that on the inner corner. I think that's really nice. I'm going to sweep away the bake. And I'm just going to use that brush to soften that edge. I just think that is just such a lovely finish under the eyes. I don't even know if it translates on camera that well, but I love how that looks. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take a clean sort of blending brush. I'm just going to use this one and I'm just going to go back into that very light purple shade. Just to make sure that I have enough colour up here. Give it a bit more of a blend because I do feel like there, right there, just needed a bit more. Right, I'm going to spritz my face with spray. I really like how that has turned out. Oh no, it's not. It's the L'Oreal Infallible one. And this is just in black. Nice. I've switched slightly, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to go back in with the pink though, because I do feel like as much as it's there, I'd like it a little lower down. So I like that black on the upper lash line, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take more of that pink and I just want to bring it a bit further down. This pink is so pretty. Oh, so there we go. Those are the eyes. I really love how that's turned out. Again, I will do some... I nearly dropped it. Some swatches of that palette. I do notice I've got a bit of creasing under this eye, however. I think that's because it was foundation, powder, and then I put on the concealer, and I think that's what's happened there. Because I did notice that this side, the one I'm doing now, it did not blend as well when I put that on and then tried to put the powder over the top. I don't have any creasing whatsoever on this side, so if you can't see any creasing there, I mean, I can see, can you see here? I definitely have some creasing there, but I don't have any on that side. So I think that's definitely what that was. That was my error. The powder itself is absolutely beautiful. I love how it looks. So don't let that put you off. That is definitely my error. I apologise. Shall we just... Let's just have no blush today. Let's just do that because they're behind me. They're trapped in the corner. It's just where I'm filming. I didn't think about that. So we're going to put on this lip lingerie. Ooh, okay, I like it. I was going to put this one because it's got some colour, but it's got colour in it, so I'm going to go for the clear one. I'm actually just going to put this on with my finger, so I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand, because if you put this on top of colours, then the colour gets in there and it gets all icky looking. So we'll just pop that on the back of the hand. But the colour that I've been using is this one down here. It's really, really pretty. I'm just going to pop this on. This is my favourite highlighting brush. Can you see that immediately? It's got a nice glow to it. I just put a bit on the brow. I put it on heavier than I normally would just because I want you to see this colour, and why not? It's just a champagne sort of shade, and it's actually really pale. I really like how that's turned out. I actually really like the foundation. I think it went on really nicely with the sponge. I definitely made a boo-boo with that Gosh concealer here. I should have put that on before I put the powder on, so I will definitely make sure in the future that I do that. But the concealer itself was nice. It wasn't the most brightening of concealers, but it's a nice thick consistency. It does have really good coverage, so I really like that. I did think that the Revolution one was a little more on the peachy side than the F4 foundation is, so that's just something to keep in mind. The lip gloss is lovely. This has no stickiness to it at all. It's really comfortable to wear. I love it. Like I said, I've already worn this one, which is a stunning colour. It's a beautiful mauve. It says taupe luster. Don't let it put you off. It is not taupe in any way, shape or form. It is mauve. So definitely recommend that. But the clear one's really nice. And then I really love these powders. Honestly. Oh. I dropped this and I forgot about this. I like this colour. I think it's something a little bit different for my brows. It's not taupey cold. It's got a bit of warmth to it, and I really like it. And like I said, they wear well, so I'm really glad that I tried that. And the powders these are £4.66 at the minute on Superdrug, which is well worth it for a loose powder. I can't remember what they were originally, but I got mine in a 3 for 2, so I don't really care. I definitely paid a lot less than the full price. But these are so nice. Honestly, if you saw me in person, it's just got such a smooth look to my skin after I've used that, and it's really nice under the eyes. As you can see, it hasn't left any kind of coloration there. So those are light and translucent, so highly impressed. And the primer seemed very nice and smooth and nice and creamy, not too sticky. It seemed to dry down immediately, felt nice and velvety, and I do think it looks very smooth on the cheek areas. That's where I think I tend to notice that kind of thing more. And on the chin actually here. So really impressed with that. And the star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, the 24/8 Artist Pass. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, I know I've only used a few colours out of there, but the pigmentation is just so pretty. I love the blend. The blend is gorgeous, and yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'll definitely use this again in my next video and try some of the other colorations. Right, so those are the other shades off the top. You've got this really nice white gold, then you've got like a bronzy gold, you've got the brown and the purple there. Really nice. I like those. They're very pretty. And we'll go on to the next row. Right, so these are the next shades. I've gone a bit off. Got this coral, a mustard, a yellow, a rusty orange, and this amazing purple plum shade. Oh, yes. They are beautiful. Those are some really out of control swatches. Right, I'll do the highlighters on the back of my hand. Oh, that is smooth. Hello. Right, so we've got this really amazing gold. This blue is just, wow. No, it's pink. No, it's blue. No, it's pink. Oh my goodness. It's like pink and purple and blue. Different ways that you put it. And then the next one has got like blue and purple and green in it. And then the stars. Again, it's just difficult to show. This amazing lilac. Like, oh, I'm going to put some of that on my cheeks. I'm just going to put that on top just in a second. No, I want to do it now. Let's do it. Okay. Let's go for this purple. This purple is beautiful. It's just going to look so good with my look. Oh, hello. Oh, that is so blinding. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, well, if you can't see me from space right now, then, you know, go to Specsavers. That is insane. And look at the little stars in this one. Oh my god. Okay, I need to calm down. I'm just getting so excited about it. It's so beautiful. Okay, so the next shades. Okay, look. That beautiful pink, green, purple, blue, and that yellow. It actually is quite neon. They're so pigmented. I'm sorry. They are so beautiful. Okay, press glitters. So the press glitters, you got this one at the top. It looks orange, but when you move it, it's like yellow and green. I don't think that the camera is literally going to do these justice. They are... Morphe need to do like a whole press glitter palette. I mean, oh my god. They are so beautiful. Oh. It's so hard to get this like one underneath that green one to do justice, but it's so beautiful. They're even better in person. But how stunning are those? So once they're pressed on, they're coming off a little, but not a lot. So they're actually staying. So that's really good. They're beautiful. The blue one and the green one seem to have, and even the purple one seem to have very small glitter particles. The other ones are slightly more chunky. The pink's definitely chunky. The orange is quite chunky, and so is the one in the middle there is quite chunky as well. But the other ones seem to be a lot finer, but they are absolutely beautiful. Look at those, and then look at those bright colours. Okay, so I think you already know how I feel about this, but this is so amazing. It really literally made me want to swear there because it's so beautiful. I love those earthy colours at the top. They're just different. Instead of just giving us, oh, here's a brown, here's a darker brown, we've got a beautiful plum and a nice sort of mauve colour. Then we've got those really nice earthy sort of mustard, rusty orange and yellow, and that beautiful brown that was just something quite different. It had very purpley undertone to it. Then you've got your nice gold and your white gold, which depending on what kind of inner corner highlight you might like, that meets something there. And that beautiful electric coral shade, which is just, like I said, there's a 1 in 35i that is quite similar to this, and it's so beautiful. I just love it. And there's one in the palette where it's half blue and half coral. I love a good coral crease, so I'm really pleased to see that. And then I love that they've got this highlighter shades in the middle. This highlighter, blinding. Definitely got far too much on. I would never wear this much normally, but I do love those highlighters, and I love that with the stars in. I think that's so pretty. I actually think that that would look really nice just under the brow bone. I'll do a brightly coloured eye look, and then I'll pop some of that highlighter with the stars in underneath the brow bone. I think it will look beautiful. If you were going to a party, a disco, a festival, I think it would look really good. I wear bright makeup all the time. I go out with loads of bright makeup on. I'd go out with this eye look on. I don't have a problem with that. I do not quite so much go over the top of the highlighter. I definitely love bright colours, and I'm not afraid of them. So that's what I love about this palette. I think we've got something a little bit more different on the top part of it, this portion, and then really nice brights and just super stunning glitters. They are just gorgeous. And then you've got that one up here. So it feels like there's a lot of thought gone into this palette. It's not just a bunch of, oh, here are some very basic nudes and we'll just shove some brights in. The pigmentation, you saw that purple when it went on, so pigmented. Everything's blended well, and I absolutely love it. So considering that the Pride palette was a little bit hit and miss, I think this is perfect. And I think if they use the formulas that they've used in these in the Pride palette, and actually if you'd included this whole 2 lines in there, it would have been so much better, because these are just amazing quality at the bottom end there. I know it looks like the top, it's just I'm trying not to blind you with the mirror, but I do think that that is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that I got it. Yeah. So that's it for today's video, guys. I'm really I'm really pleased with how everything has turned out, and just definitely going to use this in an upcoming video and just, yeah, create lots of different looks and maybe inspire you. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please stay safe, stay inside, and look after yourselves and each other. Bye.